Good evening, fans, and welcome to Vaughn Wallace Stadium. This is Matt Johnson here with your Gautier Gator football team as we host the Picayune Maroon Tide on this cool October evening. Caden Irvin and the offense ready to come make a display here this evening as Picayune comes in off a tight win over East Central last week, starting the season 4-0, 1-0 in district play. Gautier also 1-0 in district play. Weather's great out here this evening as we're starting Breast Cancer Awareness Month. You see both teams wearing the pink there, always a good cause to support. Weather looks great, both these teams coming in healthy in what should be a great matchup tonight. Picayune, same as always and to be expected, power running team that puts the ball in the air on average of 3 times a game, keeps it on the ground about 47. Gautier this year, much the opposite, running the ball about 5 times a game and passing 45 or so. So it should be a test of willpower for the Gators this evening, a test of durability for the Maroon Tide as they came off a very tough defensive game with East Central this past week. A couple of turnovers by East Central at some inopportune times gave them the chance to come away with that win 14-7. Head coach first year, Cody Stogner, comes in after Dodd Lee steps down. 24 years of phenomenal service to Picayune for the Maroon Tide. Picking up right where they left off, and you see Picayune coming and taking the field now as we get ready to get this football game started. Here come your Gautier Gators also taking the field. You can hear the band. Stadium a little bit more crowded this evening as we did increase capacity to 50% after the most recent governor's mandate. Still do have a COVID mask requirement in place for the stadium, so we do encourage you to come out and support your Gautier Gators. Please understand that masks are required when you do that, however. Glad to see these guys out here this evening. Teams kind of spotty, whether playing or not playing, with the regulations set in place by the state regarding COVID and the teams. East Central having a week off this week, Gautier having one last week. So we get ready here about 2 minutes to kick off, close to 3 here to get this game going between your Gautier Gators and this Picayune Maroon Tide. Senior night for the Gators this evening. We had that recognition ceremony, moment of celebration for those guys just a moment ago. See the captains coming out now. Gators taking the field. Weather perfect now. This time of the year, it's great for football. Glad these young men are able to come out here and play. Beautiful weather this evening. Sun setting down here in Gautier over Vaughn Wallace Stadium, as we see the Maroon Tide come out and take the field also. So Picayune will receive the opening kick. Expect to see a lot of senior running back Austin Samples, senior quarterback Isaac Hickman from the Picayune Maroon Tide this evening, as that pair has been putting on a clinic everywhere they've gone so far this year. The pooch kick by the Gators fielded at about the 27-yard line, brought down at about the 35. Good for a 6-yard gain. That's where Picayune's offense will take over to start this football game. The secondary of the Gators looking real good this year. I saw a little bit of issues stopping the run and Moss Point, but things that we are correcting. You know, young somewhat on the defensive side of the football, but they have performed very well. Going to be a test tonight, as you can expect, a nonstop downhill running attack from this Picayune offense. They come and line up on the ball for their first possession. You see Sean Lee split out wide, the senior receiver there. Indeed, they do keep the ball on the ground. Gain of 5 and a little bit right there. 5 yards is the official spot. 2nd and 5 here for the Picayune Maroon Tide as the Gators look to contain this running game early. It's a grinding offense here. The Gators, talking before the game, know they're up to the challenge, know what to expect. It's just getting out here and getting it done is what they're saying. So keeping the ball on the ground again there, just enough for the first down, gain of about 6 on the play. Is this time it's Smith on the carry. 7's the official spot on the ball, so it's 1st down and 10 for Picayune here. So many talented running backs on that team, no problem spreading the ball around there. Going to be the key to this game is containing the offense, stopping some of these long drives. Picayune known for keeping the defense out on the field there. Run again, gain good for about 7 yards on the carry. Smith on the carry again. Yep, Smith, the sophomore, getting a little bit of early work this night. 7 indeed is the call, so 2nd down and 3 for Picayune here. See the adjustments being made by the Gator defense. The pitch back there to Robinson, the junior running back. Going to be brought down at about the 32-yard line. And Dean again on the tackle, moving around the backfield for the Gator defense tonight as they try to adjust and contain this running attack from Picayune. It's going to be 1st and 10 again, Gautier 32-yard line. 10 minutes left in the first quarter here today, and just what we expected so far, you know, out of these two football teams. Picayune committed to the run, and Gautier doing our best to contain it. Keep it on the ground again, nothing doing this time. It's going to be no gain, 2nd and 10. Avina steps up and makes the tackle that time. No gain on the play, 2nd and 10 here. Gautier committing all out to stop the run at this point, and you see the 3 or 4 times Picayune does put the ball in the air during the game, it's typically going to be for a good gain because teams have to sell out to stop the run. You can see linebacker shift there. Pitch back end around, holes found. Going to be marked just short of the 1st down. Looks like we're going to be seeing a 3rd and 1 here, 3rd and 2 at the 22-yard line. Adjustment made there. It was Mays, that middle linebacker, that ended up making the stop there. It's a 3rd and a long one right here for Picayune. 8 minutes and 45 seconds left here. Knocking on the door of the red zone here at Vaughn Wallace Stadium in Gautier. Again, keep it on the ground. Again, he's got a hole that is going to be enough for the 1st down there, right about the 20-yard line. 1st and 10 for Picayune. Was the junior running back Robinson there. And Dean on the stop again. He's been real quick to the ball tonight. That's the 3rd tackle I believe he's made this evening. 1st and 10 on the 20. 8 minutes and 18 seconds left here to play. Do have one receiver alone to the bottom. Keep the ball on the ground again. Say brought down after a gain of about 8. Should be 2nd and 2 here on the 12-yard line. Keeping the ball on the ground, running the clock. What they do, and they do it well and have for many, many years in Picayune. Shamari Carroll, sophomore, that comes up and makes the stop that time. Second and 2 here. That's going to be close to the 1st down mark. We'll see if they signal, and they do signal to move the chains there. 1st down, so it's going to be 1st and goal. McGee on the carry there. Brought down right at the 10-yard line, 9.5. Xavion Hanford comes up and makes the tackle there. Official spot is the 9. 1st and goal here for Picayune. Just over 7 minutes left in the first quarter here. Keeping the ball on the ground. They say he is in there. Touchdown Picayune. As we tick down under 7 minutes in the first quarter.
Touchdown Picayune. Carry made by number 41, Smith.
And they go back to the sophomore Smith on the carry there as they line up for the extra point attempt here. Kick is up, and it is good. So 7-0. Picayune jumps out on top with 7 minutes left to play in the first quarter here at Vaughn Wallace. You see the kicking team for the Maroon Tide starting to take the field. The return team for Gautier doing the same. The senior Colby Packnett back deep, joined by sophomore Aaron Phillips. That's going to be an interesting thing tonight on the offensive side of the ball for Gautier. Senior running back Colby Packnett, with the new spread offense, been trying to find more ways to get him involved, as the touches hadn't been there like they would in previous years. He's made a name for himself in the passing game, and also done a great job as a blocker out of the backfield. But I would imagine we'd be looking to get him more involved tonight. Picayune puts it up. It's fielded at the 30. Brought down at about the 32, 2-yard gain there, and that's where the Gautier Gator offense is going to take over 1st and 10. So we'll get our first look at sophomore quarterback Caden Irvin, senior running back Colby Packnett, and what has been a phenomenal offensive line for the Gautier Gators this year. I know, glad to be back at home tonight to play this game against Picayune. Always a tough game. They said they feel better playing at home. They're excited about tonight, and they know it's going to be a back-and-forth battle. It's just going to be willpower and effort. That's what they keep telling themselves in the locker room, willpower and effort. See a little bit tighter of a formation than what we've seen typically. Packnett's in motion in the backfield now. Flag on the play there. Looks like legal procedure on the Gators. False start. It's going to be a 5-yard penalty there. It'll be 1st and 15 now. Changing things up a little bit from what we've seen the first few weeks. Packnett again in motion out of the backfield. Irvin calls for the ball. He gets it. He looks downfield, likes what he sees, so he gets the penalty yardage back, and then about 3 more, going to bring up a 2nd and 7 right at the 35-yard line. It's like good for 8 yards there. And Caden Irvin, coming in 6'1", about 225 pounds. He's a tough kid. If it's not there, he doesn't mind running and looks for contact. And say the pass out of the backfield that time, thrown and caught by Colby Packnett. Lowers his shoulder, finds the rest of the yardage he was looking for there. Brought down at about the 44-yard line. Going to be a Gautier Gator first down. There's one thing that it looks a little different this year with the way the offense is spread, but speed's still the main weapon of the Gators. And knowing it would be a back-and-forth fight between the downhill grind of the Maroon Tide and the speed of the Gautier Gator offense. Irvin calls for the ball again. He gets it. He likes what he sees. He keeps it again. Lowers his shoulder, looks for contact. To say just a stout young man, that's going to be enough for a Gautier Gator first down. Again, Irvin on the keeper for 10.5. It's going to be 1st and 10 now from the 34-yard line. So the Gautier Gators, a little bit of a stutter step on the first play. False start for 5 yards, and it's been first down play 3 times in a row after that. Motion in the backfield again. It's Packnett. They come to him. They find him. He breaks the tackle there. Brought out again for what looks to be first down yardage. We'll see the official spot note. Pushed out of bounds at about the 29-yard line there. Going to bring up 2nd and a long 3, short 4, whichever way you want to look at it. Gator offense not taking their foot off the gas here, not giving Picayune enough time to adjust. Having success. Packnett in motion out of the backfield again. Irvin looks down. He puts the ball up there deep. It is caught by Cumbest.
Touchdown, Gator.
Tyrese Cumbest finds his way over the top. And that's a Gautier Gator touchdown. With 5 minutes and 8 seconds left, Saying 5 minutes for the Picayune offense to put points on the board and 2 minutes for the Gator offense to answer. The game playing out just how we knew with the downhill grind and then the speed of the Gator offense and what's going to be a fight tonight. Lining up now for the extra point. You see Larson full there to hold. The kick is up. The kick is good. 7-7 now with 5 minutes left in the first quarter. We're going to take a quick break, and we'll be right back to you here at Vaughn Wallace Stadium. I lost the right earbud. I don't know. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, then we're good. Because usually I can hear me in both, but the right one's
I
off.
probably don't have the splitter hooked up.
Oh, okay. No worries. Okay. Long as you can hear me, we're good. Welcome back to Vaughn Wallace Stadium here in Gautier. The score tied up 7-7 with 5 minutes and 8 seconds left in the first quarter. So we have now the Junior Lopez lining up to kick off. Picayune Maroon Tide going to have their second offensive possession of the game. They received the opening kickoff. This one kept on the ground, fielded at the 30, falling on there. That's where Picayune will take over 1st and 10. See the Gator defense coming back out onto the field after some hopeful adjustments that were made after that first possession. Could see them moving behind the screen on the sidelines down there. Expecting more of the same from Picayune when they line back up. A lot of downhill running the football and several men that can do it. You know, a little bit of change with the coaching staff, but no change in the program. No shortage of quality talent there in the backfield for Picayune. So coming into this game 4-0, expecting to keep that rolling. And Gautier expecting to upset it and start the district play off 2-0 themselves. 1st and 10 now, 5:07 left from the 30. Snap, we do indeed keep it on the ground. Hickson there, gain good for about 2. So that was Robinson, the junior running back on the carry there. Gain of 2. It's going to be 2nd down and 8 here. See a play that they had some success making gaps with on the first drive. Gautier able to contain now. See senior receiver Mason Miller alone on the bottom. See again keeping the ball on the ground. Looks like it's going to be just enough for 1st down yardage there. Gain of about 8.5. They're going to move the chains. It was Smith on the carry again, the sophomore getting a lot of work this evening. Boykin on the stop there, 1st and 10, the 41. So we see now with 4 minutes 15 left in the first quarter here, 1st and 10 Picayune from the 41-yard line. See keeping the ball on the ground again. What was made a stop at the line of scrimmage or just behind, lowers his head and gains about a half yard or a yard. Going to be 2nd down and 9 here. Only imagine it's a matter of time before we see the deep shot. Gautier having to sell out to stop the run, leaving the free safety alone on that receiver. And to say the Maroon Tide only putting the ball in the air 2 or 3 times a game, but when they do, they make it count in situations like that. And we might see just that here. 2nd and 9, sold out to the run again. He does look that way. They put the ball up, and it is caught right on cue. Tried the shoestring tackle there, not quite there, and that is going to be a touchdown Picayune. 13-7 now. And right on cue, that's what I said, to stop, to contain the run, you have to sell out there, and only so many plays. It was Johnson on the reception there. There's only so long they're going to look at that kind of coverage over the top and not take a shot at it, and they did, capitalized on it right there, lining up for the extra point with 3:19 here in the first left to play. Kick is up. The kick is good. It's going to be 14-7 Picayune. We'll see the Gautier Gator offense. Minutes to put the first points on the board for Picayune. It took Gautier 3 to answer, and Picayune about 140 to answer back. So we'll see this next drive as Caden and the Gator offense come back out onto the field. Good momentum in that first drive, save the penalty on the opening play. Only one that wasn't a first down outside of the touchdown after that on that first drive. The short kick on the first kick from Picayune to Gautier. We'll see if indeed they do keep it on the ground with the pooch kick or if they put it up this time. See Packnett and company back deep waiting on the kick. Gautier return team ready. 3:19 left in the first here. Getting ready for the kickoff. Whistle blows. We are in play again. Same kick as last time. Fair catch at the 35. So one of those timing plays where you hope the return man doesn't realize his yardage marker and catches that. You know, likely a fumble play if he doesn't call the fair catch. But he does there, so it's going to be 1st and 10 for Gautier to take over on the 35-yard line. 3 minutes, 18 seconds left to go. Coach High sends Irvin and company out onto the field. Packnett in the backfield again as they get ready to line up. We've seen a lot of motion out of him tonight, and it seems to be helping move the opposing defense around. Like I said, figuring out the new spread and trying to find a way to get him more involved. Seemed to do what we wanted it to do on the first drive. Motion again. Irving decides to keep it there. He's open for 10 yards and more. Crosses the 50, 45, the 40, and he's finally brought down about the 37-yard line. Caden Irving keeps there for a gain of what should be, yes, officially spotted there at the 36. Gator first down. So we see Tripp split there, comes to the bottom per usual. Irvin makes the adjustment, calls for the ball, he gets it. Packnett in motion out of the backfield. You see pass caught, tackle shuck there. 3, and it takes a host of defenders there after that completed pass. It was complete to Aiden Morgan, the junior there. So broke about 4 tackles to pick up 11 there. Gautier Gator first down. And mark it at the 24-yard line. And Gautier foot on the gas again. I know that was part of the plan tonight, was to keep this Picayune defense on their heels. Hard count there by Irvin. Looking for movement out of the defense. Got a little bit, not enough for the penalty. Packnett in motion again in the backfield. He gets it. A lot of green in front of him there. Now the Tide coming in, conversion on him. He cuts up the sideline there for a gain of about 7. Bring us a 2nd and 3 now with 2 minutes and 12 seconds left. It was Robinson who ran him out of bounds there on the first down play. They call it officially a gain of 6. Going to bring up 2nd and 4 here with 2:12 left. See Cumbest again at the bottom of the screen. Irvin appears to be looking that way. He turns around there and hits Packnett. Touchdown, Colby Packnett. Tried to get it across the pylon. They say he stepped out right there at the 4, dancing up the sideline. 1st and goal at the 4 here with 2 minutes and 4 left. Gautier knocking on the door again in very short order. See what they think, a trick play there. They're going to split, likely a direct snap to Packnett. He calls for the ball. It is indeed a direct snap his way. And it is enough for the Gautier Gator touchdown. 4 yards there on the direct snap to Colby, the senior running back on his senior night here at home. What a night he's having. And I think this is the key we may have been missing, like I said in the beginning of the game. How do we get him more involved in the spread offense? I think this is the answer. So now 14-13 as Gautier lines up for the extra point here with 1 minute and 58 seconds left here at Vaughn Wallace. Back and forth with both of these high-powered offenses giving fits to opposing defense. Kick is up, kick is good, 14 all, 1:58 left. We're going to take a quick break, and we'll be right back here at Vaughn Wallace Stadium in Gautier.
Four. Yeah, it's another one. 5.
Hey girls, what are y'all counting?
We're counting all the foster trucks we see.
Oh, that sounds fun.
It really is. There's so many of them. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
When it comes to providing the best in heating and cooling, you can always count on Foster's Heating and Air, home of the old reliables. How many have you counted today?
11.
As a leader in mortgage lending, First Federal cares about our community, and we'll always have your best interest in mind.
We are committed to the health and safety of our customers and employees.
Providing you the financial services you need is always a priority.
For 65 years, First Federal has overcome economic challenges and natural disasters.
And we're not going anywhere. We're here for you.
We are committed to taking care of our customers and employees because you're always first with us.
All right, Gautier just kicking back off to the Picayune Maroon Tide for what will be their third offensive possession. Return there, good for about 8 yards, going to be 1st and 10 on the 38-yard line. So far, it has been an offensive shootout between these two teams. Picayune with a running offense that Gautier struggling to contain, and Gautier with more receiving options than Picayune can cover. It's been back and forth, 14-14 now as Picayune takes over 1st and 10 with 1 minute 50 left to go in the first quarter. That do keep the ball on the ground again. Up the middle, gain's going to be good for about 9. Bring up a 2nd and 1. And again, it is like Smith, the sophomore, on the run. Pick up a 9, 2nd and 1 with 1 minute and 30 left to play here. So they've got speed and they've got power downhill options in the backfield there for Picayune. So it's whatever the situation would dictate, forcing the defense to sell out to that run to seal the gap and then opening up that occasional pass option there. And see if it looks like they're going to give them just enough for the first down there, gain of just at 1 yard. So it's going to be 1st and 10 now on the 48-yard line for Picayune here. It was Wes on the tackle for Gautier there. A host of Gators came in to help him clean it up. Forward progress, they give him the yard he needed for the first down there. Little huddle here for Picayune as they come to the line of scrimmage. 52 seconds left in this first quarter. Like, whoa, and the flags are flying there. Everybody looking around. False start on Picayune on that one in 2 or 3 different places. So that'll back them up 5, going to be 1st and 15 there. Looked like they might have been looking at another deep passing route there. Center moving a little early, single receiver moving a little early there also, trying to get a jump on that play. Going to be 1st and 15 now from the 43, 29 seconds left. Pitch back, keep it on the ground here, get the penalty yardage back, maybe a little bit more. Looks like they're going to give him a pickup of 5. So it's going to be, let's see where the official spot is now. 10 seconds left to play, likely the last play of the first quarter here at Vaughn Wallace as the clock ticks down under 3 seconds. And indeed, they do let the clock expire. First quarter here, 14-14. We're going to take a short break and be right back with you.
All over over the region, people who are passionate about life love Bienville Orthopedic Specialists. We will get you back in the game, back on the water, back spending time with your family, and back to your life. Bienville Orthopedics is the largest and most experienced physician-owned orthopedic surgery practice in Mississippi, bringing cutting-edge surgery and healthcare to the coast, including outpatient total joint replacements. Whether you want to compete at the top of your game or play with your grandkids, Bienville Orthopedics is the one to trust. We love what we do, and we'll get you back to the life you love too.
Welcome back as we're getting ready to start the second quarter in between Gautier and Picayune in the first, putting up just over 2 points per minute in that 12-minute period. What was a 2nd and 11 there, a gain of about 5 on that play. Should be setting up here for a 3rd down and 6. This will be the longest 3rd down that Picayune's had to face in this game so far. Having a lot of success with the run game. It was a false start penalty, set up a 1st and 15 that's had them behind the chains just a little bit. Officially going to be 3rd and 7 here. Gautier looking for its first stop of the night. Neither defense been able to make a turnover punt of any sort. It's been nothing but touchdown after touchdown during the first quarter. 3rd and 7 here. Keep the ball on the ground as expected, and it's going to be just enough for the first down yardage there. Brought down at the 39. Sweep to the outside there. 1st and 10 now at the 41-yard line, Picayune. Just over 11 minutes to play here in the second quarter. And both of these defenses looking for answers. Picayune's running offense hard for Gautier to contain, and then Picayune not able to find an answer for Caden Irvin and the Gautier receiving corps so far. Just under 11 minutes now. Keep the ball on the ground again. Gautier sniffs that one out. Gain of about 3 on the play there. Robinson on the carry that time. Spreading the ball around a little bit there. The junior running back in between Samples, Robinson, and then the sophomore Smith had a lot of work this evening. It's a trio of running backs that are all special in their own right, and you have to adjust for each and every one of them play to play. See now Miller, the senior wide receiver, out by himself. 2nd and 8 here with just over 10 minutes left to play. Find some room there on the trap, good enough for the first down. Going to be brought down at the 30, going to be 1st and 10 Picayune. Hanford and West combined on the tackle there. 1st and 10 on the Gautier 30-yard line, with 9 minutes, 56 seconds left to play. Moving the chains and grinding the run game. Say only one pass by Picayune so far this game, and it did result in a touchdown. So you're going to keep it on the ground again here to the outside. It was long on the carry there. Officially marked at the 21. It was Carter on the end around. Going to bring up a 2nd and 1 here for Picayune. Gator defense looking to press back and contain. It's going to be the first team that can get a stop here. Do keep it on the ground again. Just enough for the first down. Pick up a 1.5 there. Substitution on the Gautier defense now. Number 22 on the stop there. It'll be 2nd down and 9, or 1st and 10 with that one. Just inside the 20, 19.5-yard line. Fullback's got the ball there. Gautier does a good job adjusting to that one. Gain of about 3.5, 4 yards on the play. Going to bring up 2nd and 6. Avina comes in to help on that tackle a little bit there. They give them 3, going to bring up 2nd and 7 here for Picayune. Just over 8 minutes to play here in the half. They took the kickoff, so Gautier will get the opening kickoff after the half. Outside there, nothing doing. Fumble, ball's on the ground. They're fighting over it. Looks like they're saying down before the ball came out. It was Robinson on the carry then. Ball came out after contact and he was down. The officials ruled that he was indeed down before the ball came loose. Pick up a 3 officially, going to give us a 3rd down and 4 here for the Maroon Tide. Gautier looking for a big stop here. Receiver set, they pitch the ball back, and he manages to lower his head and get through the gap there, end up brought down at the 5-yard line. Going to be enough for a Picayune first down, 1st and goal at the 5 now. 7 minutes, 11 seconds to play in the half. It was Beavers that came to make the tackle there. Officially mark it at the 4. Picayune knocking on the door again. The Gator defense getting together a stand to make a stop here. Tight formation, single receiver set there. Up the middle, looks like they were able to stop it. Thought the ball was stripped there for a second. It was not. The line holds up that time. Going to be about a 2-yard gain there. Be 2nd and goal from the 2-yard line here for Picayune. 6.5 minutes left to play in the half. 2nd and goal from the 2 right here. And now ball snap, lower head, push over the goal line and come back out. We're going to see where the spot is. They say it was just enough for him to get in. Touchdown Picayune. Going to be 20-14 now. 6 minutes and 2 seconds left in the half. Delayed call there by the official, but they say he did cross the plane. Kicking team comes back now. And so far, still again, neither one of these defenses able to contain the opposing offense. Every possession resulting in a touchdown up to this point. Kick is up. Kick is good. 21-14 now, Picayune. We're going to take just a quick break and be right back to you here in Vaughn Wallace Stadium in Gautier.
All over the region, people who are passionate about life love Bienville Orthopedic Specialist. We will get you back in the game, back on the water, back spending time with your family, and back to your life. Bienville Orthopedics is the largest and most experienced physician-owned orthopedic surgery practice in Mississippi, bringing cutting-edge surgery and healthcare to the coast, including outpatient total joint replacements. Whether you want to compete at the top of your game or play with your grandkids, Bienville Orthopedics is the one to trust. We love what we do, and we'll get you back to the life you love too.
Welcome back. Gautier set to receive again. Fair catch fielded on about the 31-yard line as we tick down under 6 minutes left to play in this first half of football. It's been all offense on both sides, 21-14. Now the score as the Gator offense takes the field for the 3rd time this game. Picayune with a 1st and goal there from the 4. They converted now 21-7. Caden Irvin and the offense take the field again. A lot of speed and a lot of motion in the backfield we hadn't seen in the first few games that's thrown this Picayune defense off so far. See now 1st and 10, Irvin calls for the ball, looking downfield. That one, pass is complete again. Caden Irvin, that one by Aiden Morgan, or junior. It's going to be a gain of 12, good enough for a first down. Going to be 1st and 10 Gators from the 43-yard line. Line up in the same package, takes the snap. Flags flying now. Looking towards Morgan again as the whistle blew. False start on the Gators is the call. Going to be a loss of 5, 1st and 15. First and 15 now from the 38-yard line, the official down and distance. See a little bit of shift in formation as we've got trips below and Payne alone. He goes to Payne indeed on that play, gets all the penalty yardage back, shakes one tackle, gain of 14 there, going to bring up a 2nd and 1. 5 minutes and 30 seconds left to go. Typically, those positions would be reversed, and you would see Cumbest alone in the receiver slot there. Little bit of changes made with a few things this past week. Say a lot more motion with Colby Packnett and a few receiver moves also. See, Irvin sweeps back around, looks downfield, puts it out there just over the head there. Looking for Payne again, just a little too much for Xavion to come down with as Irvin was pressured out, had to force the throw downfield there just a little bit. Going to be 3rd and 1 now from the 48 with just over 5 minutes to play in the half. See Irvin with the hard count again. Looking at the defense, makes the adjustments there. He does put the ball out, and again, just a little too much for Payne there. You see it was Packnett just a little bit slow to get up there, but looks to be okay. Going to bring up 4th and 1 here, and I do not think that there's going to be any chance that High takes the offense off the field at this point in time, 5 minutes before this half expires. With the way both these offenses have played tonight, you've got to keep pace with one another. Indeed, the offense does stay out on the field. 4th and 1 here for the Gators. You see a RPO there as Irvin goes around the outside. Larson Foyle, or no, not Larson Foyle. I thought that was an 84 there. It was Aiden Morgan again making the diving catch there. I'm sorry, Aiden. I thought that too was an 8 for a second. Beautiful diving catch by Aiden Morgan. Enough for the Gator first down. It will be 1st and 10 now at the 41-yard line. 4 minutes and 50 seconds left to play in this half. Again, a lot of speed. We do see Foyle now in the slot. He presses off the screen there to Cumbest. Cumbest has the outside lane at the 20, 15-10. He's pushed out of bounds at about the 7-yard line. Tyrese Cumbest for a big gain. Another Gautier Gator first down. It's going to be 1st and goal now at about the 7-yard line. It appears to be. Quick shift by Cumbest there. I mean, just such a phenomenal athlete. When he gets in open space with that kind of green in front of him, he is hard to catch. 1st and goal, 4.5. Flag on the play there. The pass was complete, looking for Packnett there. Complete to Packnett, flag on the play. I think we might have a penalty for the block on the Gators there. We're going to see what the official call is. And that is indeed the call. Yep, chop block was indeed the call. So let them walk that one off. Going to be 1st and goal to go now from the 15. See the trips down below again. Full, Morgan, and Cumbest. Looks like Picayune's going to call a timeout here with 4:27 left to play. First and goal from the 16. Tight trip package there they saw below and did not like it. Called the timeout there. Gautier's going to take a second and think about this one. Still a lot of room to work. 16 yards out here for Irvin and company. Shouldn't be an issue. 4:27 left. Again, they will get the opening kickoff when we come back from halftime. Picayune received at the start of the game. And so far, neither defense able to make a stop. Every possession's resulted in a touchdown. Gautier hoping to keep that rolling right here. Chop block on what would have been about a 4-yard gain for a second and goal from the 3. Brings us back now. Goal to go from the 16. Gators come back to the line. Same tight trip set down below. Morgan, Cumbest, Full. See what was going on here with the spot of the ball. Looks like we walked off something else again from the prior spot. Coach High trying to get some clarification. Give them a second to talk this out, as the ball was indeed marked back 5 more yards. High not understanding what for, me not seeing it up here myself. So from the 21 it is. Whistle blows, we get ready to start play here. 4:27 left. First and goal. Irvin takes the pass, looks downfield to Cumbest. It's over his head a decent bit there. That one floats incomplete. Going to be second and goal from the 21 now. Over the top there, just a little bit out of reach, tight coverage. Got the same trip formation down below again. We spread them out now. Full, Cumbest, and Morgan. Irvin likes what he sees and decides to keep it himself. He's inside the 5 now, brought down at about the 4-yard line. Great run there, 17-yard gain. Irvin on the keeper. It's going to be third and goal now from the 4. Say when Packnett comes in motion there, trip spread offense, you've got to go cover. So set up again in the same formation from the touchdown previously. Possibly another direct snap to Packnett. You see they let the clock tick down just a little bit there. Gautier's going to take the timeout now. Make sure we've got this one right. 2 chances to get it in there, 4 yards to go, 3rd and 4. 3:38 left to play in this half. Gautier trailing Picayune at home 21-7. Picayune received the opening kick, and it's just been all offense on both sides of the football. A little bit of a stutter down inside the red zone on this trip for Gautier, but a big gain on the quarterback keeper. Brought it back within range again. Now 3rd and goal from the 4 from what was 1st and goal from the 21 just a moment ago. Say a couple of things happen. Gautier having to sell out to the run and exploited for a few big passes, and Picayune having to sell out to the pass and exposing themselves for a couple of big runs. Just what we said at the beginning of coverage tonight, 2 teams that are much the same but complete opposite for as crazy as that sounds in the way that they approach the game. Play started again now. 22 seconds on the game clock. Formation's heavy. Looks like they split receiver side, direct snap to Packnett around the outside. It is wide open, and it is touchdown. Colby Packnett, again, 2nd trip to the end zone for that senior running back on his senior night here at home at Vaughn Wallace Stadium. 21-20 now. Gautier Gators trail Picayune Maroon Tide. Setting up for the extra point now in a game that has not disappointed whatsoever. with both defenses just struggling to find an answer for the opposing offense. Line up for the extra point now with 3 minutes, 30 seconds left to play in the half. Gautier finishing lining up here, looking to tie it up 21-21. As we have the snap here, little high, kick is up, and it is good. He got it down 21-21, 3:32 to play in this half. We're going to take just a short break and be right back with you.
Four. Yeah, it's another one. 5.
Hey girls, what are y'all counting?
We're counting all the foster trucks we see.
Oh, that sounds fun.
It really is. There's so many of them. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
When it comes to providing the best in heating and cooling, you can always count on Foster's Heating and Air, home of the old reliables. How many have you counted today?
11.
As a leader in mortgage lending, First Federal cares about our community, and we'll always have your best interest in mind.
We are committed to the health and safety of our customers and employees.
Providing you the financial services you need is always a priority.
For 65 years, First Federal has overcome economic challenges and natural disasters.
And we're not going anywhere. We're here for you.
We are committed to taking care of our customers and employees because you're always first with us.
All right, the kickoff to Picayune there, fielded at about the 23-yard line. Decent game brought up to about the 34, where Picayune will take over. 3 minutes and 21 seconds left to play in the half, 21-21 here at Von Wallace Stadium in Gautier. Now the issue kind of becomes that of clock management for Picayune. Indeed, you want the points on the board before half, but you don't want to leave this Gator offense much time to work with, as they've showed how quick they can get down the field. Picayune receiving the opening kickoff. Gautier will get it after halftime. Every possession of this football game has resulted in a touchdown. Both of these offenses just going to work. Kept on the ground there. That one sniffed out by the Gators. No gain or half a yard there. Should bring up a 2nd and 10. As Caleb Beavers comes in for the tackle there. And it is no gain. 2nd and 10 now with 3 minutes left to play. Say both defenses just looking for a stop. One could be the difference in outcome for this football game. And we see single wide receiver set there. Ball kept on the ground again. Nothing doing again. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Going to be 3rd and 9.5 or 3rd and 10 now for Picayune with 2:35 left to go in the half and counting. Got to be thinking that Coach High may be thinking about a timeout here. They call it a loss of half a yard, 3rd down and a really long 9. As the clock ticks down, 2 minutes and 12 seconds. And Picayune calls the timeout. 2 minutes and should have been 2 minutes and 9 seconds on the clock. Game clock still running. If we can get the clock stopped, I'm sure they'll reset that and get the time back up. See the head official down there waving to the box as Picayune calls their 2nd timeout. A minute 50. Okay, there we go. Now adjusted. 2 minutes and 6 seconds on the clock now. 21-21. Both teams tied up. Kind of odd for Picayune to call the timeout there and stop the clock. 3rd and 10. Now the longest 3rd down that I think either team has faced this game. Coach High coming out and questioning the time, I believe, there. And he's got to get off the field as we line up for this 3rd and 10 here. See single receiver up top for Picayune. Play resumes 23-22 on the game clock, on the play clock, I'm sorry, 2:06 on the game clock. 3rd and 10, Picayune. Gator defense looking for its biggest stop of the night. They look to put it in the air. The pass is caught, and it is stopped short of the 1st down. What a tackle. Came flying in there was Xavier Dean, senior outside linebacker, and he said, not on my side, not today. Going to bring up about a fourth and 3 for the Tide. Call it a 4th and 4 officially. We'll see what Picayune decides to do here. Real dicey play. If you get it, you can run the clock out, but if you don't convert, that's a short field for Gautier and enough time to do some damage just before halftime. Letting the play clock run all the way down here. Timeout called by Picayune, their final, with 1 minute 16 seconds left to go here in the half. Going to talk about what they want to do here with this play. Gautier's going to do the same, probably the most critical play of the game so far for both teams. The Gator defense looking for their first stop. Picayune having to decide if they want to chance the first down here to try to put more points on the board before we go in at halftime, or do you risk turning it over to Gautier at about the 40-yard line with the way that offense has been playing tonight. Gautier with 2 timeouts remaining. Picayune should be out now. Minute and 16 as the Gator defense comes back to the ball. Dean, the outside linebacker, the deep man here. As Picayune comes to the line, hear coach on the field telling everybody watch the ball. They expect to be called offsides here. 4th and long 3, short 4. Minute and 16 seconds left to go. We do get a little bit of hard count out of Picayune. Gators calling for movement all over the line. They do get that call, and it looks like it's going to turn into a 4th and a very long 8 now for the Maroon Tide. As we see the flag on the field, coach telling the players to step back, see what the official call is. Yes, and it was illegal procedure there on Picayune. It's a seam from up here, the players pointing. It took a minute, but the flags finally came in. It's going to be 4th and a long 8 now, and possibly going to change things for Picayune, and it does as you see the punt team come onto the field. Gators have sophomore wide receiver Aaron Phillips in the backfield looking to return the kick, or set deep. Minute 16 left in the half. The kick is up. High, short kick. They're going to let fall. It takes a very friendly Picayune bounce, and it is down at the 42-yard line. Gautier's going to have a minute 5 seconds left to work here, looking to take their first lead of the game before we go into halftime. Very critical possession, as Gautier will get the ball back when we come back from the half. What's been an amazing offensive battle between these two teams thus far tonight. 1 minute and 5 seconds left in the half is the first time either team was forced to punt the football. Before that, every possession has resulted in a touchdown. See Caden Irvin coming out with the offense there. Larson Full in the slot. See Cumbus down below. Caden looks at the hole. Like it, he's brought down there. Looks like maybe a loss of 1 on the play. Didn't see anything he liked downfield. Kept it himself and couldn't find a hole. It is a loss of 1. Gautier calls a timeout here with 53 seconds left. That's their second. Should leave 1 more left for them. Good coverage from the Maroon Tide defense there. Xavion Payne making his way down to the huddle, swapping spots with Tyrese Cumbus this game. Some of the adjustments that have been made helping create some space, make room for motion in the backfield there with Colby Packnett. Senior scored 2 touchdowns so far tonight, having an amazing game. The Gator defense finally able to find an answer to the offense of the Picayune Maroon Tide. Come back out after the timeout now with 53 seconds left. 2nd and 11 after the 1-yard loss on the previous play. We got tight double doubles. Packnett is in motion again out of the backfield. Something's got to open up. Pass is batted down there, nearly intercepted as Irvin goes downfield looking for Xavion Payne. Not able to drop it in there on that one. Falls incomplete with 48 seconds left. 3rd and 11 now. Say some different formations than we have seen so far this year. Now back to the bread and butter as Cumbest is alone with Payne at the top of the trips. Take the snap. He rolls out, looks for Cumbest. He finds him. Not able to quite make the hole he wanted. He rolls over for what's going to be close to first down yardage, a yard, maybe a yard and a half. Bring up 4th and 1. Definitely believe Coach High to keep the offense on the field here. It is a pickup of 10, 4th and 1 with 41 seconds left. The offense does stay out on the field for Gautier. Tries to call there. Irvin does. No response on the hard count. He looks back to Coach High. 16 seconds on the play clock. Calls for the ball. He gets it. They put it up in the air. Go for all of it. And it is incomplete. Looking for Payne. Payne saying a little bit about the contact. It was mutual going downfield. I like the call there. You expect something on the ground with 1 timeout left. Why do you not get the first and stop the clock? The Gators go for it all right there, just not able to connect with Xavion Payne on that play. So we go the whole half without either defense being able to make a stop, and then both of them make stops back to back with a punt from the Maroon Tide, and the Gators turning it over on downs here. 32 seconds left to go in this half. 49-yard line, 48 and a half as Picayune takes back over. It's the first time we see multiple wide receivers set from them and see are they going to take a knee, and they do not. They run the play. The short screen there as the Gators give chase, brought down at about the 37-yard line there. They come quick to the ball. As 23 seconds left to go in the half now. 20 seconds. They take a knee, clock it. 2nd and 10 now. 20 seconds left on the clock. From the 38-yard line, say 21-21 as they're making one final push to put points on the board before half. So long pass there, connected. Big gain for Picayune. 2nd time that they put the ball in the air this game. The first one went for a touchdown. And then we see senior Deshaun Lee out receive again. They put the ball up in the air again. And he is open, and that's going to be a touchdown Picayune with 12 seconds left to play in the half. 27-21 now, Picayune, as they set up for the extra point. Gautier selling out to the run right there, expecting them to keep it on the ground. And 3rd time they put the ball in the air, 2 times it goes for a touchdown. But that's what you have to do with this offense. If you don't sell out to the run, they're just going to go 6, 7, 8-yard gains. Setting up for extra point now. Kick is up. Kick is good. 28-21, 12 seconds left in the half. Here in Vaughn Wallace, we'll see, fully expecting for Gautier likely to take a knee on this one with 12 seconds left, go into the locker room at halftime, make some adjustments, regroup there, as they will get the ball first when we come out after halftime. So, touchdown after touchdown, both defenses come up with a stop at a critical point, and then with the turnover on downs, Picayune able to make short work of the field with a couple of big pass plays, and end up 28-21 on top of the Gators. Getting ready to kick off now. Kicking team coming to the field. Return team setting up for Gautier. Both teams quite confident tonight to keep the ball short. Instead of risking the big return, let the other team have it at the 30. Looks like we're setting up for a little bit more of that here. The kick is up. Indeed, it is going to be fielded there at the 35. Looking for a hole. Finds a way out the back door. Looking for some blocking. He's got a few. And that is Cumbest. Spins out of another tackle for he's finally run out of bounds there at about the 42-yard line. A lot of time off the clock there, so where I thought maybe they take a knee on it and let it run with 1 second left, it's possible they go ahead and take a shot. We'll see what happens here. 1 second left in the half, 28-21. Picayune leads Gautier. Officials coming down, waiting on the ball to be spotted. Time for one play here. The offense does take the field. Going to be looking for a Hail Mary. Cumbus pointing. He says, I want the ball. He likes the matchup he has. Safety now floats over the top. Irvin keeps it, ends up putting it downfield. Able to escape a few tackles there, but not able to find all the room that he needed was Xavion Payne. So that's going to be the end of the half here, with Picayune leading Gautier 28-21 as we go into halftime. Gautier will receive the opening kickoff in what everyone expected to be a good game, but I think surprising just how much of an offensive slugfest that this has been. We go through up until 1 minute left in the half. Every possession by each team resulted in a touchdown. Both defenses come up with critical stops at critical moments. Picayune able to take advantage of the turnover on downs, make short work of the field, and take back over 28-21 as we go into the locker room. See the Gautier Gator marching band lining up and coming out onto the field tonight. I know both of these teams going into the locker room looking to make some defensive adjustments. I don't think there's much needed on either offensive side of the football. The grinding downhill run of Picayune doing what it does best, and the new spread offense of the Gautier Gator, just Picayune having a hard time finding an answer for. Beautiful weather here this October evening at Von Wallace Stadium in Gautier. We see the Gator marching band now filing out, looking to hear a show from them. Always a high competitive state level marching band. Super proud of them. The pride of the swamp is this Gautier Gator band. So we're going to let the teams go in and make some adjustments at halftime here. We're going to let you guys enjoy the sounds of the Gautier Gator marching band. We're going to be right back to you here in Von Wallace Stadium in just a few minutes.
High School Marching Band is played by Color Guard Director Amanda Bexley, Assistant Band Director Stephanie MacArthur, Reed Parker, and Louise Smith, and Director of Bands Christopher Chandler. Additional staff includes Guard Technician Marina Terrell. Thank you all for visiting the 2020 Gautier Gator Band and for supporting the Gautier Gator Band. And everyone, please stay safe, mask up, and visit our concession stand. Thank you.
Four. Yeah, it's another one. 5.
Hey girls, what are y'all counting?
We're counting all the foster trucks we see.
Oh, that sounds fun.
It really is. There's so many of them. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
When it comes to providing the best in heating and cooling, you can always count on Foster's Heating and Air, home of the old reliables. How many have you counted today?
11.
As a leader in mortgage lending, First Federal cares about our community, and we'll always have your best interest in mind.
We are committed to the health and safety of our customers and employees.
Providing you the financial services you need is always a priority.
For 65 years, First Federal has overcome economic challenges and natural disasters.
And we're not going anywhere. We're here for you.
We are committed to taking care of our customers and employees because you're always first with us.
Welcome back to Vaughn Wallace Stadium here in Gautier, Mississippi, as we are set to kick off the second half. Picayune Maroon Tide leading Gautier Gators 28-21 here at home in what was an offensive fight of the century in the first half. Picayune received the first kick. They went in 7-up, kicked the ball off here. It's going to be fielded around the 34, fair catch there, and the Gautier Gator offense will have a chance to go to work again. We had just over 2 minutes left on the clock in halftime before either defense was able to make a stop on a possession there. Picayune forced to punt it away. Gautier then turned it back over on down shortly thereafter in a 21-21 lockup. Picayune with about 20 seconds left on the clock, able to make a deep pass there to go back up 28-27. So Gautier comes back to the field now on offense. Been able to do some good things today, putting Colby Packnett in motion, swapping up some of the receiver sets, keeping the Maroon Tide defense on their toes, and on cue, Packnett in motion in the backfield again. They do go to him. He's got the edge there as he crosses the 40, 50, 35, and he is pushed out of bounds at 45, going to be about the 40-yard line, 41-yard line. So a big play to open up this first half from Colby Packnett. Saying in the beginning today that was one of the things that was missing with a new spread offense was just how we get him more involved. Such an athletic young man, amazing downhill runner. Glad they found a way to get him involved today. Double set now. Packnett in the backfield. Drops off there. Gain of about 4. Gonna be second down and 5 here as Gautier coming out with speed again like they did in the first half. It was Roberto Laura on the reception there. The junior starting to make his name known around these parts too, all around the ball. Oh, and the jump there. Flag comes up. That's going to be 1st and 10 Gators as the hard count finally gets some movement. That one, it is encroachment on Picayune. They're going to walk that one off. Should be enough for the first down. Waiting on them to set it down and tell us for sure. And indeed they do move the chains. It's going to be 1st and 10 now on the 30. 11:44 to play here. Gautier speeding things up again. Packnett in motion. They stay home this time. Irvin goes downfield deep there. Almost intercepted there as he goes over the top. We've run that route a couple of times tonight. Been very well covered. Looking for Xavion Payne. That's a route we've tried to hit a couple of times this evening. Not able to connect yet. Picayune defense starting to get a beat on it. That one tipped away. Getting a little dangerous there. So now we have the trips, and then Cumbus by himself in the bottom like normal. Cumbus gets it on the tunnel, runs into his own man, but somehow cuts back, finds room. We got the late flag coming in after the tackle. First down yardage for sure. Think that it's going to be a little bit more as you see the Gators pointing there. Waiting for the official call on the flag there. Gautier seeming to think it's going to be the contact after the tackle. Letting the officials work this out. 11 minutes and 31 seconds left to play. Gautier marching down the field. Looks like now we are walking it backwards there. Still didn't see the official call. But now it looks like illegal block is the call against the Gators. So back to the 30-yard line we go. Apparently that one happening on the 20. Going to call it 2nd down and 9 here, or replaying the down. So we've got Trips then and Cumbus again on the bottom by himself. Packnett in the backfield there. 11 minutes, 30 seconds left here in this third quarter with Picayune up 28-21. The snap, Irvin looking deep. It was not there for Cumbus. He tried to push it in there, broken up right at the last second on that crossing route. Packnett trying to get downfield, couldn't. That's where Irvin wanted to go initially there. 2nd down and 9 now after the penalty for the illegal block, that incomplete pass. coming to the ball here. Started quick out of the gate. A couple of broken up passes and a penalty. We see double receiver set here from the Gators. Packnett looks like he's going to stay at home. They do indeed run the ball. Not a lot of room there. He pickup of about 3 on the play. Going to bring up a 3rd and 6 here from about the 26-yard line for Gautier. The first time, second, that we've kept it on the ground and in a run all night long. But again, found other ways to get Packnett involved. So we got trip set with Cumbus alone down bottom. Ball snap, 3rd and 6 here. Puts it up there, waiting on the official sign from the official, and they are going to call that a catch by Cumbus there. That's going to be 1st and 10, Gautier Gators. As we look back, phenomenal catch there made, sliding in on that one. 1st and 10 now. So now the officials are going to get together and talk about it. So I say we've got an official coming all the way from the far side to tell the judge on top of the play what he didn't see, apparently. Going to get the officials grouped together. Call was made, ball was indeed moved forward. Official came in from the outside, waiting on the call from the head official. I think clarifying that the ball was indeed caught by Cumbus and did not touch the ground. It is 1st down, Gautier Gators now. 1st and 10, Gautier. 10 minutes, 33 seconds. Packnett in motion out of the backfield. Irvin looks back into the end zone. Wide open. He finds his man there. Xavion Payne. You see the route over the top there. Wide open in the back of the end zone, 28-27. So they've been trying to connect with Payne on that route several times this evening. When they finally do connect, they make it count, lining up for the extra point here now, 28-27. Picayune lead the Gators here at home. The kick is up. The kick is indeed good, 28-28, and these two teams pick up right where they left off going into halftime. Looking around the rest of the district, last we were told it was Pascagoula 7, Hattiesburg 6. Looks like Wayne County is leading Pearl River Central 14-7, and this one's all tied up at 28 here in the Swamp at Von Wallace Stadium. So an exciting night of football going on around South Mississippi this year. East Central having the week off, not by choice. I know those boys want to play football. Few issues with the opposition and some sickness, so they decided to call that one off in the interest of safety of these young men and the communities, which is always the right call. So those two teams enjoying an unwanted bye week. Gautier coming, kicking team on the field, receiving team out for Picayune with 10:24 left in the third quarter, all tied up here at 28. As this offensive fight does continue, they keep it on the ground, bouncing it field at about the 21. The Gators converge, looking for an edge. He's able to find one. Good return there before he's finally wrapped up at about the 36-yard line. Brings that one out for a gain of about 16. 10 minutes and 14 seconds left as Picayune will take over on offense for the first time this half. Traditional offensive scheme for the most part during the first half, content to keep the ball on the ground until the defense sells out to the run and then take your few big pass shots. I think the ball put in the air 3 times by Picayune in the first half. 2 of those go for touchdowns. And so they'll have their first offensive possession now, 28-28, all tied up here in Gautier. Ball on the 35-yard line as they're now running some different receiver sets. See, defense trying to make adjustments there. They keep it on the ground, able to stuff that one in, gain of about 4. Looks like they may give him 5. Robinson on the carry, going to be 2nd and 5 now. As Picayune trying to pull a few Gator defenders out of the box. 2nd down and 5 is the official call. And running 2 receiver set, doubles to that side, forcing the Gators to bring at least one more man out of the box. As we do here again, 2nd down and 5, 9:43. Keep the ball on the ground again. The hole not there this time. Met at the line of scrimmage there. Looks like no gain on the play, maybe half a yard they give him, bringing up a 3rd and 4. Thompson on the carry that time. See what the official spot is. Looks like they might give him, yes, 3rd and 3 here. So they give him about 1.5 yards. 9 minutes and 7 seconds left. 3rd down and 3 to go. Picayune Maroon Tide, first offensive possession of the half. They come back, unload, look to throw. It is dropped in and out of the hands of the intended receiver, number 41. That's Darnell Smith, sophomore. Brings up 4th down and 3, and we'll see what Picayune decides to do here. Looks like they're going to send the kicking team out. Gators, I'm sure, looking for the hard count here. Going to be attempted to call it offsides there to get the 1st down that way. And then going to kick it back to the Gators. Ball snap, the kick is up. It's a good kick. Thankfully, it doesn't take too much of a bounce. The bounce it does take is Picayune friendly. Going to be about the 19-yard line. Gautier's going to take over now. 8 minutes and 48 seconds left to go. This will be only the 2nd time of the game that Gautier has the opportunity to take the lead. The first time was with about 1 minute and 5 seconds left in the half, 21-21. Gautier not able to capitalize there, turning over on downs, and then Picayune making short work of the field and putting up that last touchdown just before halftime. Gautier with another shot at it right here. Looks like some good defensive adjustments were made during halftime. The offense still hitting on all cylinders, so they're going to come back out now and try to take advantage for these senior team members' senior night and go back to work here in Von Wallace Stadium. It is 1st and 10 on the 20. We see we've got Trips there trying to hurry one man up off the field. See Packnett coming out of the backfield. They have to send somebody to cover him. They come in. Caden Irving is sacked that time. Loss of about 10 yards on that play. There was nothing doing downfield. Pressure came in, had nowhere to get out of the pocket. He's brought down for indeed a 10-yard loss. Or they're going to call it officially 8, 2nd and 18 here. Credit the sack to 43 of Picayune defense. The first time they've gotten to him this evening. 2nd and 18 now. They snap the ball. He's dumped off the tunnel to Tyrese Cumbus. He's looking for the edge, doesn't get it, but he does get back the majority of that penalty yardage, or the sack yardage, I'm sorry. Going to bring up a 3rd and about 13 now. They've had success with that tunnel route to him tonight. He's been able to get the edge a couple of times. That time they were able to converge on him. So we see Gautier actually coming to the line with an empty set now. 3rd and 12 with 7:44 left. As everybody leaves, Irvin looks downfield, and he does find his man, Mr. Colby Packnett, that is going to bring up now a Gautier Gator 1st down. 3rd down, 13, converted with a 14-yard pass. So it's going to be 1st down Gautier from the 31-yard line. Say empty set, everybody out. Packnett with the crossing route, able to come down with that catch. Shimmy's halfway out of a tackle and able to stretch out to get just enough for that 1st down yardage. Trip set here. They do dump off, but there's nothing doing. Oh, he rolled out of the tackle there. Does indeed get the edge and turns what would have been a gain of nothing into a gain of 9 or 10 on that play. They do call it 10. That's going to be a Gator 1st down. And Aaron Phillips, the sophomore wide receiver, caught dead to rights, able to bounce and roll out of that tackle and turn it into a 10-yard gain. And they do get the movement there. There comes the flag, the hard count, keeping them on their toes, the fast pace of this Gator offense. And then we slow it down that way by getting 5 free yards on encroachment. Something that they tried a couple times during the first half, not able to have any success with it. Made it work 2 times so far this half. So 1st and 10 becomes 1st and 5, 7 minutes and 5 seconds left in the third quarter from the 45-yard line. The Gator offense lines up. The ball is snapped. We're looking downfield, end up checking back down to Packnett. He's able to shake out of one tackle before he's pushed out of bounds for about a 6-yard gain there. Flag on the play here too. Waiting to see what the call is on this one. Irvin looks downfield, has to turn around and check it down to Colby. Dances up the sideline for what would have been a gain of about 6. Now looking for the call on the penalty marker here. Do call it against the Gators there, so going to see where the spot was, what the official down and distance is going to be. So going to be back to 10 yards now, so 5-yard penalty in both directions now. Back to 10, you got the double set here from the Gator offense. Packnett in motion, called down to cover him. Cumbus wide open over the top, but it's just in and out of his hands. What would have been a touchdown scoring play if he's able to hold on to that one just a little bit high. Can't quite jump up and get his hands on that one. I know that's one both of those young men want to have back. They've been waiting on that coverage all night, motioning Packnett out, brings the coverage down, and he was wide open over the top there, just could not quite bring it down. So now trips to the right. 2nd and 10, 6:30 left to go. Packnett motions out again. This time he finds his intended receiver. It's complete to Xavion Payne. That's going to be enough for a Gautier Gator first down. Pickup of 11 officially as the Gators keep moving down the field. Solid tackle there made by number 12 of the Maroon Tide. It's Peyton Waddell. It's a junior linebacker there. 1st and 10 with the trip set, 6:17 left to play in this third quarter. Tunnel back. Again, the same play they've been running all night. He runs again to Tyrese Cumbus, runs it again for a first down. Officially going to be about the 36-yard line. And that young man has been open all night long on that route. Move the chains again. Gautier trying to take advantage of the first chance they have to take a lead in this ball game. 6 minutes and 7 seconds left. Cumbus comes to the sideline now. And see, so now we have the trip set with our freshman wide receiver Bennett at home alone. 6-7, 1st and 10. The ball snapped. Irvin has to roll out. He rolls around under pressure again, gets it off to Packnett, well behind the line. Packnett shakes the tackles, gets back to the line of scrimmage, and actually maybe a gain of half a yard from what should have been about a 12-yard loss there. And Packnett, once he gets the ball, he is just hard to tackle. No gain on the play officially, so loss of a down, but avoiding the loss of a lot of yardage that it appeared we could have had on our hands there. Picayune starting to bring pressure now on Irvin, so look for that downfield shot. The option play there. Packnett's got the edge, and is long gone. Touchdown, Gautier Gators. 34-28 to Gautier. And that is the third touchdown of the night for senior running back Colby Packnett. There is a flag on the field now, 2 flags on the field, so we're going to have to see what's going on here. Officials meeting in the middle of the field. Now see high out there wondering what's going on. Multiple flags are on the field. This would have been Gautier's first lead of the game. It will be if it stands. They're saying holding on the Gators is the call. So they're going to bring that run back, take those points off the board. And I know there was a contested contested catch that resulted in a Gator touchdown a minute ago. I know a lot of the Picayune fans are probably saying we're even now. So a big run there called back. And to see where the official spot of the football is now. And then substitution going on there. Coach High a little excited on the field. It's being ushered back to the sideline. Got the substitutions out of the way. The whistle blows. 2nd and 15 from the 42 now is the official down and distance. 5:23 left to play. Cumbest alone down below. Trips up. And then you see motion out of the backfield. Darian Coleman. Incomplete there. Was looking for Cunningham on the play. 3rd down and 15 now. 5 minutes and 19 left to go. The longest 3rd down the Gators have had to look at on the evening so far. You see the trip set there. Go back to the tunnel there. And he's dancing around, breaks a few tackles before he's wrapped up. Gets back to about the original down marker there. Going to end up with about a 4th and 10, 4th and 11. Looks like we got an injured player down on the field now. Trainers attending to them. Looks like one of the Picayune players from the crowd above. I can't tell exactly who it is. 2 teams split up to let that young man be attended to. Everyone's taking a knee. 5 minutes and 9 seconds left here. It is going to be 4th and 12 officially. He is up and headed off under his own power. That's always what we want to see is Jashawn Lee, the senior corner for Picayune. So now on 4th down and 12 to go at a place in the field where it's really questionable for Gautier. Do you go for it here and trust in the defense? You've had a few stops. I mean, this year I don't know that we have a field goal kicker that we can put in this situation. It's something we've had the last few years. It does, for the moment, look like the offense is staying out on the field, and they're going to trust the ball in the hands of Irving. Come in motion out of the backfield. It goes over the top there. Woo! And there is a lot of contact going on there. His shoulder being pulled and turned around there. There is no flag on the play as Gautier's going to turn it over on downs there. Looking for Aiden Morgan. Appeared to be spun around on the play there. No flag from the officials on the side. A lot of contact throughout that route. And so we say, I'm sure now the fans saying we're even. Very questionable hold call, then a very questionable no call, both resulting in potential losses of touchdown for Gautier. And so wiping out what was the contested catch, no catch, that put points on the board. So now Picayune takes back over here. 5 minutes and 4 seconds left in the 3rd quarter. Ball on the 38-yard line here as they come to it. In around there, and they sweep back out. Say lead blocker pile up there, gain of about 6. Be 4 minutes and 50 seconds left now. That's going to be Carter on the carry, the fullback junior from Picayune. Gain of 6, and it's now it looks like we have one of the Gator defenders down on the field right now. Trainer coming out to look at him as well. Seeing what's going on here. Coming up and getting up under his own power, Xavier Hanford. And Zay looked like possibly just a cramp there. We hope that's all it is. Junior outside linebacker. Phenomenal young man is Mr. Xavier as he comes off the field. 4:41 to play here, 2nd and 4. gain of 6 on the previous play. Single receiver set. Looks like they do find the gap there. Big gain on the run. It was Smith on the carry, and he is out to the 36-yard line. Going to be 1st and 10. Picayune, 4:28 left to play. I think 37 is going to be the official spot. 1st and 10 for the Maroon Tide. Still locked up, 28-28. Picayune have a chance to come back out on top here with this possession. Gators had their second chance to take the lead of the game. The last possession couldn't convert. Come to the run there, nothing doing. Look, gain of about 3, going to be 2nd and 7. Robinson on the carry there. Pretty good spot, call it 2nd and 5. Avina on the stop there, 3:55 left. Guess we called an official 2nd and 6. Picayune comes back to the ball here. And again, same single receiver set we saw for the touchdown pass toward the end of the last quarter. Going to see if they try that again here. No, they do not. Not a whole lot going on that one. Gain of about 3, maybe going to bring up a 3rd and 3 for Picayune now. 3:26 left to play. Beavers comes in and makes the stop there. It's going to be 3rd and 3 officially. Gain of 1 on the play. Another 3rd down for Picayune as they come to the ball here. Tight formation. See the Gators looking for a stop when we really need. They do find the hole there on the end round, still moving. As a horde of Gators come to the ball, finally blown dead and going to be officially marked somewhere around the 25-yard line. It was Carter on the carry there. Enough for the Picayune 1st down as they move the chains. Going to be 1st and 10 on the 25-yard line. Picayune marching down the field again, looking to get back out ahead of Gautier in a gridlock 28-28 game here at Vaughn Wallace Stadium. Just under 3 minutes left to play in this 3rd quarter. In a game that could not see a defensive stop in the first half, it's been a much slower offensive second half for both teams. Started 28-21. Gautier tied it right back up, and it's been silent since. Keeping the ball on the ground here. Finds a whole gain of about 8. It was Robinson on the carry there. Avina on the tackle. A gain of 6 on the play. Going to be 2nd down and 4 from the 17-yard line as we approach the 2-minute point in this 3rd quarter. 28-28 here in Gautier. Come to the ball. Discussing the play here. Looking back out around our district. See what the other teams have going on. Look like Wayne County. Oops, right there. And play is off. It does look good enough for 1st down yardage. Flag comes in late after the play. See what that one is. Was plenty for the 1st down. Looked like it was going to be at about the 8 officially. We'll see what the result is after this penalty marker. Wayne County has extended out over Pearl River Central now, 21-7 in that game. Sideline warning for Picayune. So, sideline warning there. Minute and 45 left in the 3rd quarter. Yeah, that I think possibly wrong signal there. I'm not sure if sideline warning was what we really meant. Officials talking, trying to get it straight. It's like they are going to go ahead and call it a 1st down. All right, so indeed, 1st and 10 from the 13 with 1:37 left to go in this 3rd quarter. Keeping the ball on the ground, tripped up there at the line. Looks like it's going to be a gain of 2.5, 3 on the play, 1:23 left in the quarter. Be 2nd and 8 now, 1:16 left to go. Gautier looking to hold up a stop here, at least hold the Maroon Tide to a field goal and have a chance again to take the lead in this game for the first time on the ensuing possession as we're closing in on the end of this third quarter. 2nd and 8, single receiver set, and they do bring pressure on the quarterback, just miss him. The ball is caught, brought down on the 1-yard line. That's going to be enough for first down, going to be 1st and goal at the 1. It was Dean eventually on the tackle. It brought pressure and just missed the sack there. 1st and goal from the 1 with under a minute left to play now, 50 seconds officially as Picayune sets up. This can be dangerous territory. I know it was a big part of the game last week, East Central turning the ball over 2 times in territory such as this that helped Picayune pull out the win in that game. So you see ball snapped. It's the keeper there waiting on the signal. Very delayed. Not sure what we're looking at here. They're calling. They said they stood him up at the goal line. They are going to call it 2nd and goal from the 1. Second down and goal from the 1, 23 seconds left to go. We'll see if they try to get the play off here, if they go ahead and let the clock run and swap the field. It looks like that's what they're going to be content to do. 15 seconds on the play clock, only 10 on the game clock. They're going to let the quarter expire, talk about it, take back over at the start of the first quarter. These guys are going to take a quick break. We're going to take one with them. We'll be right back for the 4th here in Von Wallace Stadium.
Yeah, it's another one. 5.
Hey girls, what are y'all counting?
We're counting all the foster trucks we see.
Oh, that sounds fun.
It really is. There's so many of them. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
When it comes to providing the best in heating and cooling, you can always count on Foster's Heating and Air, home of the old reliables. How many have you counted today?
11.
As a leader in mortgage lending, First Federal cares about our community, and we'll always have your best interest in mind.
We are committed to the health and safety of our customers and employees.
Providing you the financial services you need is always a priority.
For 65 years, First Federal has overcome economic challenges and natural disasters.
And we're not going anywhere. We're here for you.
We are committed to taking care of our customers and employees because you're always first with us.
We're all set for the start of the 4th quarter here at Von Wallace Stadium in Gautier. The Gators and the Picayune Maroon Tide locked up 28-28. 2nd down and goal for Picayune as we open up this 4th quarter. It looks like they punch it in that time, waiting on the signal, and they say call it touchdown this time for Picayune. Keep up the middle there. 34-28 now for Picayune. What was an offensive-laden first half was a very slowed down third quarter as we opened up 28-21 Picayune. It ended 28-28, tied up, and then we start the 4th quarter now with the 1-yard run. Picayune takes the lead again, 34-28. Getting ready for the extra kick. Gautier have the ensuing possession to tie the score up again. Been a very offensively potent game. Picayune dominant run offense and then having trouble with the Gautier Gators spread offense. Flag on the play there. Looks like illegal procedure on Picayune, so they're going to back the kick up just a little bit. 34-28 still, 11:56 to go in this 4th quarter, and it looks like it's going to go to whatever team scores last. Setting up now for the extra point, 34-28. Waiting on the snap. The kick is up, and the kick is no good. So 34-28 now, kind of change of events here. So an answering score would take the lead by 1. Picayune received the opening kickoff of the game, and it's been a back-and-forth match with Gautier only having 2 opportunities at possession with a tied game where they could take the lead, not able to capitalize on either one of those. The illegal procedure and the missed extra point could end up being a deciding factor in today's game. Now with that giving Gautier the opportunity to take a 1-point lead with a touchdown here. Gautier's return team out on the field now. Picayune's kicking team taking the field. Little disapproval from some of the fans as Gautier lines up. 11:56 to go in this fourth quarter. The kicking team for Picayune does come out. Again now with their chance to take their first lead of the ball game here at home on senior night. You hear the band kick off. Everybody on the sidelines pumped up. You see Caden Irvin down there. He's ready for another shot. And chip shot over. It's going to be fielded. Bounce, mishandled, and fielded at about the 27, 28-yard line is where Gautier will take over. See the offense coming out onto the field now with their third chance of the game, taking a lead in this one. An excellent game for senior running back Colby Packnett. With several scores on the evening, had another beautiful run called back a little while ago that would have given Gautier the lead in this game, called back on a hold. So the offense does come to the field. 1st and 10, officially on the 27, 11:53 left to play in this game. One that we knew would be a good matchup coming down to the last few minutes. Empty set for Gautier here. He does go across and links up with Packnett there. That is going to be enough for a Gautier Gator first down. Looks like 10.5 yards on the pickup. Colby Packnett continues to have an amazing senior night here at home against Picayune. It is just enough for a first down. Going to be 1st and 10 now from the 42 with 11:45 left to play here. Double receiver set from Gautier. Irvin calls Phillips across, goes back to Packnett now. Run to the sideline there for a gain of about a yard, maybe yard and a half. It's going to be 2nd and 8 now. What it looks like, 11.5 minutes left to go. They do call it a pickup of 2, so 2nd down and 8. We see trip set out of Gautier with Xavion Payne tight. Caden with the hard count again. He's been able to get movement out of the Picayune defense 2 times this half. Calls for the ball. He gets it, rolls out, looking, goes back to Packnett. He shakes one tackle, finds a hole in a gap, slips up another one, crosses the 50-yard line, still on his feet and brought down at the 41-yard line. You give that young man an inch, he will take a mile from you, as he just does not quit impressing tonight here at home. Such an athlete when he has a chance to get out into space. Nothing opening up downfield for Irvin. Dumps it off to Packnett, surrounded by 4 defenders at one time, and still manages to pick up the first down and then some. Across midfield, 11 minutes and 3 seconds left to go. The Gautier Gators still on offense and a trip set. The RPO again, the ball's lost. Packnett falls on it. The Gators do recover. Going to be a loss of close to 10 on that play. The RPO there not coming in our favor as the option to Packnett slips through his hands. Thankfully, he's able to fall on the ball. The Gators do recover. Looks like it's going to be officially marked at the 49-yard line now. 2nd and about 19 for the Gators. 2nd and 20 officially. Trip wide receiver set here. We spread the field out a little bit. They do bring the pressure. He comes up, dumps off to Packnett again. And another loss on the play, it looks like now. Back to the 45. Going to end up now 3rd and 25, 3rd and 26 here for Gautier. 9 minutes, 48 seconds left to play. The trip set for the wide receivers now. with Picayune, and we see motion out of the backfield. More pressure coming from the Picayune defense. Shakes a couple of tackles there, not near enough as we get back to the other side of the 50, what's going to set up a 4th down and about 19 again for Gautier with 9.5 minutes left to play in the game. Be 4th and 18, 4th and 19 here. Gators going to punt for their first time today, it looks like. Indeed, the punting unit does come on. Gautier with another chance to come back and take the lead here, and a big stand by the Picayune defense. You know, started with the RPO, getting away from Irvin and Packnett. Couple plays for loss in a row, and now 4th and 18 with 8:50 left. Punt team is on the field. Whistle blows there, play was stopped. It's going to be backed up for 5 more yards. So now 4th and 23. This side of midfield kind of takes the option of the fake punt out of the picture. Not sure if that was an option to begin with. 8:44 left to play in the game here. Gators set up to kick. They do get this one kicked away. A very, very friendly Gautier bounce as the ball rolls down to about the 6-yard line where it's going to be fielded, and Picayune will take over first down. 8 minutes and 37 seconds left to play. They lead Gautier 34-28 here at home in Von Wallace Stadium. Coming into this game 1-0 in district play are both teams looking to extend that. What we knew would be a good game, likely to come down to the last possession. Gator defense looking for a stop here. Both defenses making good adjustments at halftime, and the pace of the game slowing down a good bit. 1st and 10 here. It is officially marked at the 6. 8:37 left to go. See Picayune tight. Gautier having to sell out on the run here. And the hole looks like that one's going to be good for about 5 or 6. Ball looks to be loose. Gautier saying that they've got it, waiting on a signal from them, and they do. Fumbled on the first carry inside the red zone. Gautier recovers, and a nightmare turn the other way for the East Central game last week, where this happened 2 times to East Central in Picayune's favor, helping them come out 14-7 over the Hornets. They commit the turnover here, and it's going to be 1st and 10. Gautier officially spotted on the 11. Very, very uncommon, uncharacteristic happening for the Maroon Tide. To even under new coaching staff, if there's one word that surrounds this team, it's discipline. And when you have an opportunity like this to capitalize against this football team, you better seize it, because they do not give you many. Very uncharacteristic turnover by Picayune. Recovered on the 11. Irvin comes back to throw, covered well. It is caught by Packnett, brought down for a loss. Going to mark it about the 15. Loss of 3-4 on the play. It's going to bring up 2nd and 13 with 8 minutes and 3 seconds left to play. Gautier coming back to the line now. We see Cumbus backpedaling alone up top. But nope, double receiver set now, and Packnett motions out that way also. Irvin rolls out. Looking downfield, it is indeed caught. Touchdown, Gautier Gators. He finds Aiden Morgan across for the touchdown there. 34-34, tied up again as we set up for the extra point. Finds a way to thread the needle, gets it in just over the top to Aiden Morgan for the touchdown now. Gautier can take their first lead of the game with this extra point as we set up with 7 minutes, 40 seconds left to play in the game. Coming to the line, beautiful catch by Aiden Morgan there, ties the game back up. The kick is up. They go after it. Kick is good, and Gautier has its first lead of the evening, 35-34 here in Von Wallace Stadium. A couple of miscues on an RPO, a good bit of pressure from the Picayune defense forces the Gators to punt. First time this evening.
All over the region, people who are passionate about life love Bienville Orthopedic Specialist. We will get you back in the game, back on the water, back spending time with your family, and back to your life. Bienville Orthopedics is the largest and most experienced physician-owned orthopedic surgery practice in Mississippi, bringing cutting-edge surgery and healthcare to the coast, including outpatient total joint replacements. Whether you want to compete at the top of your game or play with your grandkids, Bienville Orthopedics is the one to trust. We love what we do, and we'll get you back to the life you love too.
Left to go. Kick is up. Flag on the play there. Illegal procedure on the Gators there. Thinking about sliding in with an onside kick. Now you see a little shift from the return team of Picayune. Gautier comes back to the line to kick this one away as we approach the halfway point of this fourth quarter. Early in district play, but an important game for both teams. Both coming in 1-0 in district play, wanting to stay that way. Ball's backed up to the 35-yard line. We get ready to kick this one away. Deep man at the 20-yard line for Picayune. 7:40 left to go in what's been a back-and-forth slugfest all night from these two teams. Kick is up now, fielded at about the 30, looking to get around the outside. And so we've got flag at the 32. Appears to be a block in the back, near about gotta be with the spot of that flag. We'll wait on the official call here. We definitely believe that to be the call. So it will be 1st and 10. It is a block in the back against Picayune. That is the call. Going to take away the return yardage there as they're going to have 1st and 10 here with 7:34 left to play. They check the spot of the foul and then mark the yardage off. Official spot's going to be the 22-yard line. They'll take over 1st and 10 here with 7.5 minutes left to play. So Gautier on top for the first time this game after a turnover on the 6-yard line by Picayune after a Gautier punt. Checking around the district, Wayne County has stretched out a little more over Pearl River, now 28-7, and refusing to be tackled there. A big run ends up marked at about the 37-yard line. First down Picayune on the 38, 1st and 10 with 7:20 left to play and the clock ticking. See the singles, actually split receivers here from Picayune. Something we hadn't seen a lot. Ooh, and met at the line of scrimmage there. Big tackle.
Big hit by number 47.
It was Beavers on the tackle there. They say gain of 1, so be a 2nd down and 9 here. Stood up immediately when he crossed the line. 2nd down and 9 with 6:43 to play. Gautier wanting to stop here and another chance to extend the lead a little bit. Picayune wanting to get in the end zone so they can go for 2. And it is the pitch there, good for about 3 yards. Should bring up about a 3rd and 6 here, 3rd and 7. Angel McGee on the tackle. They call it a pickup of 2. 3rd down and 6 as we approach the midway point of this fourth quarter. Clock inching towards 6 minutes. 3rd down and 6, pretty critical play here for Picayune. At a point in the field where you really can't risk going for it on 4th down. 3rd down and 6. It's snap. Looks downfield like he wants to pass. Gators are closing in. The ball is caught well short of that 1st down yardage. Complete to number 44. No gain on the play. He's going to bring up a 4th and 6. And a critical call now for the Maroon Tide. See personnel changing out. It's like the kicking team's coming. You see coordinators yelling, watch the ball. Can't get called off and make this a 4th and 1 from a 4th and 6. 5:46 left to play here. On this side of the 50-yard line, you wouldn't expect a fake. As the kicking team does come out and get set to punt this one away, a little bit of confusion. Picayune's going to have to call a timeout, and they do with 5:46 left. They go to the sidelines to talk about it. Gautier's going to do the same thing, and what a change of events. When we come back into the second half, opened up with Picayune on top, 28-21. Gautier quickly answered back, 28-28, and that was all the action we saw for that 3rd quarter. Started the 4th out with Picayune scoring within the opening seconds, going up 34 before a penalty on the extra point backed them up and caused that missed PAT. A few possessions later, Gautier's able to score 35-34 and take their first lead of the game. Immediately after that, Picayune, they're able to force into a 4th and 6 situation here on the 42-yard line with 5:46 left to play. Come back to the line now. Still appears that the kicking team is on the field. Irvin DeMorgan was that last touchdown that put the Gators on top. So you see a ball is snapped, little high snap. It's handled well, a good punt. Lands at about the 24, takes a Picayune roll and is going to be pinned down at about the 9-yard line is where the Gators will take over 1st and 10 with 5:35 to play. Spent the whole game trying to get the lead, have it for the first time and possession now. They're going to try to protect and capitalize on it as both of these defenses have stood up a good bit more in this second half. A couple of costly penalties for both teams at some inopportune times. One turnover of this game, and that being the deciding factor at this point, giving the Gators the opportunity inside 15 yards to come in and take the lead now, 35-34. So they do have it 1st and 10 from the 9-yard line. Offense comes out, trip set, Cumbus alone, McCann in the backfield. Irvin tries the quick count, nothing doing for Picayune. They do show a little bit on the coverage, though. That's what he wanted to see. They snap the ball. It's optioned to McCann. He stiff arms one out. Gain of about a yard, maybe 2 yards on the play. 5:29 left to play now in the 4th quarter. 2nd down for the Gautier Gators. They're going to give him 2 on the play, 2nd and 8 here. They come to the field and send back. Going to be tight trips on one side. Now they spread it out a little bit. Cumbus at the top. Xavion Payne at the bottom. Irvin rolls out. He fires away. And the ball's coughed up. It looks like Picayune may have fallen on top of it. In a crazy change of events, Picayune they do come up with the football after the fumble. The defense makes their way back out onto the field. In the same turn of events, just the same thing that happened to Picayune now happens to Gautier. And after the completed pass, ball is fumbled, recovered by Picayune on about the 25-yard line. So Picayune now with a chance to take the lead again here. 5:14 left to go. Gautier up 35-34. Looks like it is the the 26-yard line official spot, 1st and 10. 5:14 left to go as Picayune's offense takes the field. So back-to-back turnovers from the two teams. We'll see if Picayune's able to capitalize on this one. 1st and 10 from the 26. They keep the ball on the ground. He found the gap there. Looks like a gain of about 6. Going to bring up 2nd and 4. Robinson, the carry there. It was Xavion Hanford on the tackle there as the clock ticks under 5 minutes left in regulation play here. Gautier up 35-34. They give him 6 on the carry. 2nd down and 4 is going to be the official on the 20-yard line. 4:42 as Picayune comes to the line of scrimmage. Gator defense there. Picayune trying to capitalize on the turnover. They keep the ball on the ground this time. Wrapped up there. Looks like a gain of 2 on the play. Should be about a yard short of the 1st down. 4:14 left to play here, and it is indeed a yard short, bringing up 3rd and 1 from the 16-yard line. Clock ticks down to 4 minutes here. No doubt if Picayune scores, they'll look to go for 2 to put themselves a possession ahead of Gautier. 10 seconds left on the play clock. 3rd and 1. Keep the ball on the ground. He bounced outside, got the 1st down yardage, brought down at about the 12. Going to be 1st and 10 from the 12. 3 minutes and 47 seconds left to play as they reset the flags here. And got one of our Gators down on the field now. Trainers going out to attend to them. Clock's going to stop here, going to take this brief timeout for injury. The 1st down play for Picayune there. Looks like everybody's okay and coming off under their own power. It's what we always want to see. Xavier Dean coming off there. Senior outside linebacker. Thankfully, looks like he's going to be okay. Both teams come back to the ball now. 3 minutes and 47 seconds left to play. 1st and 10 from the 12-yard line. There's the whistle, and the game clock starts. 20 seconds left, 3:43 left in regulation here. Gautier up 35-34 with Picayune knocking on the door, 12-yard line, 1st and 10 after the Gautier fumble. The gap there, thankfully wrapped up from behind, saving the touchdown. Going to be right at 1st down yardage. Thompson on the carry there. Looks like it. They are going to see another player down here. So going to see if they're going to force the Gators to take a timeout here on that injury. Trainer comes out to the field for him. So 3 minutes and 8 seconds left to play here. Like the ball spotted on the 3. 1st and goal from there. With Gautier up 35-34. Picayune knocking on the door here, no doubt, to go for a 2-point conversion to put themselves 7 points up again. Giving the Gators just a few minutes left to answer and tie the game back up. Kept on the ground. He did sneak in there. Looked like he was held out for a minute. The second effort he was able to get in. Touchdown Picayune, 40-35 now. No doubt the 2-point conversion play coming up. A stop here would give the Gators the chance to go up by 2 with a touchdown. The good 2-point conversion would put them 7 points ahead. 2 minutes and 51 seconds left to play here. See Picayune come to the huddle there, 23 seconds, 22 on the play clock. Making sure they've got this down pat. The Gators expecting the 2-point conversion attempt. 13 on the play clock now. Play clock at 10 as they come to the line. Defense spreads out. Play clock down to 5. They do keep it there. And they say no good on the 2-point attempt. So now they are up 40-35. Gautier trailing by 5 with 2 minutes, 51 seconds left to play. Another big stop by the defense. Recovering the fumble a few minutes ago that allowed them to have the lead for the first time this game, and then a big stand down here on the 2-point conversion. The offense is going to take the field now and look for a drive to regain the lead with 2 minutes, 51 seconds left to play here. Still plenty of time for either one of these teams and the speed and weapons they have at their disposal. And we knew it would be a good one that would come down to the last few minutes, and it has not disappointed between these two teams tonight. The return team comes out for Gautier, the kicking team of Picayune taking the field now, as both of these teams looking to start 2-0 in district play. See East Central taking the week off, looking for an updated score from the Pascagoula-Hattiesburg game, not able to find one. Looks like Wayne County 28-7 over Pearl River Central was the final. Fair catch made at the 34-35 yard line, and that's where the Gator offense will go to work with 2 minutes 48 seconds left to play in the game. Down by 5 here at home on senior night against Picayune and the Maroon Tide. Electric offense from both teams all through the first half, and it's been a lot about the defenses in the second half, even though the score might not dictate it. Both teams able to capitalize on turnovers and put them in the end zone. Some crucial stops by both defenses at important times. Gautier with a shot now, 2:48 left to play, down by 5. 1st and 10 on the 33 officially. The offense goes to work with trip set there. Packnett in motion out of the backfield. Caden goes downfield. He does find his man there. Is cross midfield, brought down to the 46-yard line there. And Aiden Morgan it is again. They connected on the touchdown that put Gautier up for the first time on the previous possession before the turnover. Across midfield there, 2:33 left to play, 1st and 10 on the 46. Starting to creep their way downfield. Packnett in motion, trip set. They do go to Packnett. And crosses midfield, he breaks one tackle. Ran out of bounds at the 32-yard line, or 33, good enough for a Gautier Gator first down again. Out of bounds, the clock stops, 2 minutes and 18 seconds. They're moving the chains. Packnett continues to have just an amazing night, and it's almost surreal looking at it, how the young man just avoids tackles, but he's just shifty and fast when he's in open field like that, and having an amazing game tonight. I'm glad to see that on his senior night. 1st and 10, take the snap. Aiden dumps it off. It's complete, 25-20, 15. And that was Aaron Phillips, the sophomore. AJ comes up with a clutch catch right there, enough for a Gator first down again. 2 minutes and 9 seconds left on the clock. Going to be officially spotted on the 14 here, 1st and 10. Gautier running speed, receivers check in, trips again, Packnett in the backfield. Motions out. Irvin looks downfield, caught and rolling in. He does indeed link up with Xavion Payne. Xavion Payne again, catch after catch after catch tonight. 41 now to 40. Gautier retakes the lead over Picayune and the Maroon Tide. Setting up for, we'll see now, will he go for the extra point, or will he go for a 2-point conversion to stretch it out by at least a field goal? It looks like we're setting up for the extra point attempt here. 41-40 with 1 minute 57 seconds left. And Gautier does take a timeout. I think they want to talk about this one. Go for 2 here and make it a field goal. A field goal would tie it. 1 minute 57 left to play. Gautier with the lead for the second time, 41-40. And Xavion Payne with a phenomenal catch in the end zone there from Caden Irvin. See kicker come to the sideline now. It does appear that Gautier is going to go for 2 and try to make it a field goal game. 1 point doesn't buy us anything here now. Field goal would beat 2 points the same as it would 1, so why not stretch it out to 3 if we have the opportunity? And see a little bit of formation change here. Xavier Hanford comes in, a little bit of a heavy package. It's been a direct snap to Colby Packnett both times. It forms into a power. It's just to what side and can you get there quick enough? And they do split. It is a direct snap to Packnett. It's worked 2 times. Will it work 3? It will. 2 points are good. 43-40. Gautier Gators over the Picayune Maroon Tide with 1:57 seconds left to play here at Von Wallace Stadium in Gautier, Mississippi. What a back and forth fight between these two teams. And just so much grit and determination out of both of them. You know, both wanting to start out 2-0 in district play. Senior night for Gautier, always an important night. Say the kicking team comes to the field now. You see Picayune's return team, but I tell you, with 1:57 seconds left, you do not count out the offense of Picayune and the Maroon Tide. They are just as deadly as the Gator offense and just as quick, so still a lot of football left to play here. 1:57 seconds with a 3-point lead. And what we knew would be a nail-biter, it is not disappointing. And I tell you, we have increased seating capacity here at the stadium, so we encourage you, if you can, come out and support your Gautier Gators. Know that we do have a mask mandate in place. The weather's great. Finally cooled down the month of October. You want to come out and support our hometown team here. Hear the pride of the Gators, the marching band in the background as we get ready to kick off here. Picayune's return team on the field, 1:57 seconds left. Gautier leads 43-40. Again, the kick is up. Kick a little bit deeper than we've been kicking. It's fielded at the 20 and stopped at the 23. 1:52 seconds left to play. What a great open field tackle there. That was made by Ryan Fletcher, the senior cornerback there. A little more hang time on that one intentionally, a little bit deeper. Fletcher there to make the stop. 1st and 10 on what's officially going to be the 24. 1:52 left to play. And what could be the end of things if Picayune's not able to come out of this one with a field goal. See them come to the line now. 1st and 10 on the 24, 1:52 to play. Tight package there, no receivers out. They do keep the ball on the ground looking for a gap. Not much doing there. Wrapped up after a gain of about 2, going to be 2nd and 8. It's like they may give him 3, 2nd and 7 on that one. Clock still running at 1:36 seconds left to play in the game. 28 on the play clock, 1:30 on the game clock. Indeed, they give him 4 on the carry, 2nd and 6, 1:25 left to play. Single receiver set, looks like Picayune may put it in the air. Quarterback under pressure, he's hit and the ball almost picked off. Tipped away there as Joshua Hudson almost comes down with the interception. 1:17, the clock stops. 3rd and 6 now for the Maroon Tide on the 28-yard line with 1:17 left to play here in Von Wallace. Picayune goes to the air for the 4th time this evening. 2 of the 4 have been touchdowns. That one almost an interception by senior cornerback Joshua Hudson there. 3rd and 6 now, probably the most crucial play of the game so far. Indeed, they do keep it on the ground, sweep back on the end around. It's going to be enough for the 1st down yardage there. 1st down Picayune at about the 37-yard line, 1:10 left to play in the game. Chains are getting reset now. Gautier leads 43-40 here at home. Chains are moved and the ball is spotted at the 37-yard line. Indeed, 1st and 10, 1:09, 1:08 left in regulation play here. Single receiver, defense comes down. They do go to the air. It falls incomplete with 1:01 left. 2nd and 10 now on the 37, 1:01. You know, Picayune tried to go for the 2-point conversion after the last score to catch up for that missed PAT. Unsuccessful there. Gautier was able to turn around and score. go for the 2-point conversion. It was successful to stretch the lead out to 3 points. So Picayune can tie it up with a field goal here. And then Gautier would have not much time to answer that back with only 1 minute and 1 second left in regulation. 2nd and 10 here, tight formation. They do keep it on the ground there, and he's met right at the line. Gain of a yard maybe, half a yard likely. 52 seconds left in the game, 50 seconds left in the game now. They do say gain of 1, 42 seconds left to play here. 3rd and a very long 9, very short 10, 35 seconds left. They do put the ball in the air again. Looks like he's ahead. It is caught somehow and brought out of bounds. Out at the 5-yard line with 25 seconds left. It looked to be like an overthrown ball. Defender jumped up, not able to come down with it. Somehow receiver was able to make the catch and end up pushed out of bounds at the 5. 25 seconds left. Like I said before, 1 minute and 47 seconds is a lot of time with offenses like these. Timeout called there, where they're going to talk and get a plan together on what to do here. With 25 seconds left in the game, Gautier up 43-40 right now. Going to be 1st and goal from the 5 when we come back with 25 seconds left in regulation. What a back and forth match between these two teams. Down to the final half minute of play here. Picayune looking to regain the lead. A touchdown would put them up by 4, forcing Gautier to answer with a score with what would likely be 2 to 3 seconds left on the clock. But have to be careful with the play selection here if you're Picayune, because the clock's not exactly on your side. 43-40, 25 seconds left. Picayune should still have 1 timeout left after this that they can stop the clock. 1st and 10 from the 3. They keep it on the ground, and he's in for the touchdown with 21 seconds left here. 46-43. Picayune regains the lead there on the 3-yard run. 46-43, they set up now. Looks like for the extra point. 2-point conversion doesn't gain you anything. And indeed they do with 21 seconds left. So we see here as they come to the line, set up for the extra point here. Looking to stretch the lead 47-43 with 21 seconds left. The kick is up. The kick is good. They do take the lead by 4, forcing Gautier into a touchdown to take the win. 21 seconds left on the clock. Not impossible. Short field for the Gators anytime they want it to be one, with Caden Irvin at quarterback and the receiving core around him. The phenomenal offensive line that have shown themselves just indispensable this year. Down to the final seconds, 47-43, trailing Picayune at home. 21 seconds to play. Return team takes the field. Waiting on the kick here. Kicking team comes onto the field. It's spotted. 21 seconds left. Gautier's awaiting the kick. Been relatively short throughout the evening. Looks like it's going to stay the same there. And they are going to go ahead and try to return this one. 16 seconds left on the clock now. 15 seconds. 1st and 10 on what looks like the 32-yard line is where Gautier's going to go to work with 15 seconds left. Trailing 47-43 here, 4 points behind Picayune. 15 seconds left on the clock. What looked really good, a deep pass from Picayune with about 40 seconds left on the clock, put them in a 1st and goal situation at the 5. They were able to punch that one in, retake the lead by 4 points here. So Gautier comes to the line, 15 seconds left, 1st and 10 on the 33. got to have a touchdown to win it. A field goal is going to do us no good. Still a lot of time for this offense. A decent, 2 good plays for sure, 3 if we're in a hurry-up formation. Picayune used their final timeout here. 15 seconds left. Going to come together and make sure everybody's on the same page with the defense we're running. And I'm sure that discussion is take the flag, make the tackle, right? That's what's important right now. So Gautier offense comes to the line. 15 seconds left to work. Trailing 43-47, Picayune. Hear the stands getting loud now, cheering for the Gators in these last seconds of senior night. 1st and 10 on the 33, 15 seconds left. Everybody goes deep. Irvin fires downfield. And it is incomplete there. Put that one up there into triple coverage and still near about caught. Almost brought down. The pass does fall incomplete. Looking for A.J. Phillips over the top there. 10 seconds left on the clock. 2nd down and 10 now from the 33. So time for 2 more plays like that the Gators do have. And again, it only takes 1. 1st and 15 now. There was a flag on the play apparently there. 10 seconds left, 1st and 15 from what would now be the 28. Ball is snapped, receivers down deep. Irvin looks, keeps it himself, being chased from behind. He does find A.J. on that play. A.J. looking for a little room, needs to find the sideline. That's the ball game as the clock expires. 0 seconds left there. Come from behind. 4-point victory for Picayune. Regardless, I think the Gators feel confident about tonight. The message they sent for what a lot of people expected this game to be, a hard-fought match. Had the lead a couple of times, a few turnovers, a few big plays. It was all offense for the entire first half of the game. Neither defense could get a stop, and it was both defenses that eventually put them back in the game in the second half and able to make a big stop here for Picayune. As they start the district play 2-0, the Gators fall to 1-1, as we will be in Pascagoula next week to continue district play. This is Matt Johnson, voice of your Gautier Gators here. We'll be looking for you next week in Pascagoula. In the meantime, everybody stay safe. It's been a great evening. Stadium capacity is increased again to 50%. We do have the mask mandate. Pascagoula Panthers, Gautier Gator football. Come out and support your community kids, the cheerleaders, the bands. Have a good time. The weather's great. Come out and see us. Pascagoula and Gautier. We will have the battle next Friday night in Pascagoula. See you guys there.